Hi, I'm Alexandre Pichet, a PhD candidate at the Montreal Institute for Learning Algorithms. Those beautiful slides. So today I'm going to talk to you about AI safety, particularly about the challenges of entrusting human tasks to AI systems. Okay. So first, what do we mean by AI safety? There's multiple definitions in the literature, but for today we're going to define it as ensuring that AI systems do not fail in unexpected ways. Obviously, there's no such thing as zero risk. So if they fail, we want them to fail gracefully. So today I'm going to use the definition, the terminology as AI is any system making a decision, from art attack detection to autonomous vehicle. And I'm going to use the word rewards as how well an AI system performs on a task. For example, if you have a cat classifier and you correctly classify your cat as a cat, you got +1. If you classify it as a dog, you got -1. So I'm going to go over 3 elements of AI safety. First, adapting to changing conditions, be able to produce predictable outcomes, and be robust to poorly specify rewards. Okay. Each of these cases, I'm going to show you like a little cartoonish example, but those challenges are real in the real world application. Okay. For changing condition, let's look, for example, how weather impact the way an autonomous vehicle see the world. So here we have an autonomous vehicle. It has a camera as visual input and some sensors to see, to detect pedestrian, cyclists, and other cars. So if we look at something as banal as exhaust fume, in the summer, your car is going to detect it using the sensors because of the density of it, but won't see it in its camera. In the winter, it's both going to see it on the camera and the sensors. So if you only train in the summer, perhaps the car is going to learn the exhaust fumes are not dangerous since I cannot detect them on my camera. But if you bring them in the winter, it might think it's an obstacle. So this is obviously easy to fix, but we cannot think of every single challenges. A solution to that is more data, but then again, we cannot have infinite data. Okay. We also want our system to give us predictable outcomes. For example, if you go down at the street corner here and get into an autonomous vehicle, you could go to your destination at 80 kilometers an hour. And that you would get there faster, but perhaps there's a non-negligible risk of car crash. So instead, you would like to go at 60 kilometers an hour, where the risk of car crash is way lower. If you notice on the graph, like the expected value, the dotted line, is lower for the black curve. Since on average, you'll do better at 80 kilometers an hour. So we have to train our system to not only maximize the expected return, like the expected reward, but also to take into consideration the variability. Okay, finally, keep in mind that reward systems are built by developers, like you and I, and sometimes it's not easy to define a good reward function. We're going to look at a very simple game where the developer was expecting the player, in this case the AI, to go around the track as the little star and compete with the other boat in this race and to collect the green boys to maximize the score that we see here. Instead, the AI is going to find a loophole in the game, go into a little bay and circle around and collect as much points as it can. So here we can see it's going the wrong direction. Entering the bay, going for the boy, catching fire, eating other boats, but come perfectly and catch all the boys. And if you let them do that, it's going to do that for the whole game. And it's doing exactly what we want him to do. In fact, it's going to reach 20% higher rewards than human players. But this is not what was intended. So as the tasks become more complex, it's not always obvious to design good reward systems. So in conclusion, there's no such thing as risk-free system. Obviously, there's a lot of challenges in deploying AI systems, such as changing conditions, producing predictable outcomes, and defining the reward system. But perfect systems do not exist. For example, human drivers are causing 1.1 million life loss in traffic accidents every year globally. This is due to texting and drinking and other human mistakes. Deploying autonomous vehicle would reduce but not eliminate deaths, and perhaps might cause death that would not have occurred by human drivers. We don't know. So the question policymakers should ask themselves is how many fatalities due to computer error would be acceptable, at least in the public opinion. Thank you.